You've probably chatted with an AI, maybe asked ChatGPT or Gemini to help with homework or write some code. But have you ever wondered how it actually understands what you mean? Behind every response is something called a large language model or LLM, a system that learns patterns in language and predicts what words should come next. In this video, we'll break down how these models really work, simply, visually, and without the math. Let's get started. First, let's take a look at what LLMs are. A large language model, or LLM, is a type of artificial intelligence trained on enormous collections of text including books, articles, websites, and more. It studies these examples to learn the patterns, structure, and relationships within language. But instead of truly understanding words like we do, an LLM works through mathematical prediction. Every word or phrase is turned into numbers and patterns the model can process. When you type a question or a prompt, your text is converted into this numeric form, processed inside the model, and then translated back into human-readable language when it replies. Inside the model is a massive neural network with layers of interconnected nodes that recognize patterns and context across billions of examples. For every sentence it generates, the model considers thousands of possible next words, scores them based on probability, and picks the one that best fits your prompt. In short, an LLM is a system that transforms huge amounts of text data into a mathematical understanding of language, allowing it to predict and generate meaningful responses to almost any question. Now let's take a look at the core LLM concepts. Every conversation with an AI starts with a prompt, the message or question you give to the model. What you get back is its response, generated one step at a time based on patterns it has learned. To the model, text isn't made of words, but smaller pieces called tokens, the building blocks it uses to read and write language. Underneath it all, every word or idea is represented as an embedding, a mathematical way for the model to understand how meanings relate to each other. Each response depends on context, the surrounding information that helps the model stay relevant to your question. But this memory has limits. The context window defines how much the model can handle at once, and the token limit sets how long your message and its answer can be. When generating text, settings like temperature, top K, and top P sampling control how creative or precise the output feels, from focused and factual to free and imaginative. These are the key concepts that shape how large language models communicate, and in the next chapters, we'll see how each of them affects the LLM. Every conversation with an AI begins with a prompt, the message you type in. It might be something like, explain memes. The model takes that prompt, runs it through its internal logic, and turns it into a response, perhaps starting with, an internet meme is followed by its definition. Prompts don't have to be just text. You can give the model an image, a document, or even a mix of different inputs, and it will interpret all of it together. And because you can keep asking follow-up questions, prompts and responses form a natural loop, letting you refine what you want and helping the model give better answers each time. This simple exchange with your prompt in, the model's response out, is the starting point for how large language models work. Next, we have tokens. When an LLM reads or generates text, it works with tokens, not full sentences. A simple line like, large language models are fascinating, gets broken into smaller pieces, sometimes whole words, sometimes parts of a word like understanding. Even punctuation becomes its own token. Tokens are the building blocks the model uses to understand what you write and to construct its responses, almost like assembling a puzzle piece by piece. They also affect cost and performance, because every prompt and every answer uses a certain number of tokens. And in some systems, you can set up a token limit, a maximum number the model can process at once. It's important to note that different LLMs have different ways of tokenizing textual data, so the examples you see here might vary depending on what LLM you're using. Now let's talk about context and context window. When an LLM generates a reply, it relies on the context, all the text it has received and produced in the current conversation. This includes your prompt, previous messages, system instructions, and any additional documents you've provided. The model processes this entire collection of text as a sequence of tokens and uses it to determine what the next token in its response should be. This is why, as the conversation continues, the model can pick up on what you want without you explicitly restating it each time. However, the model can only work with a limited amount of text at once. This limit is called the context window. It defines how many tokens the model can consider in a single pass. If the conversation grows too long and the number of tokens exceeds that limit, the oldest parts are removed or no longer factored into the model's calculations. So the context represents the active text the model is conditioning its output on, while the context window defines the maximum size of that text. Staying within that window is essential for keeping the model grounded and ensuring it responds accurately. Moving on, we have temperature. Temperature controls how much variability an LLM allows when picking its next token. At low temperatures, the model strongly favors the most likely continuation, resulting in steady, predictable responses that tend to stick closely to the most probable wording. As the temperature increases, the model becomes more willing to consider lower probability tokens, which introduces greater diversity into the phrasing and structure of its responses. This can make the output feel more expressive or unexpected, simply because the model has a wider set of possible next tokens to choose from. A common misconception is that temperature affects the model's intelligence, accuracy, or reasoning. It doesn't. The underlying model stays exactly the same. Temperature only changes the sampling behavior, how strictly or loosely the model follows the highest probability token path. In essence, temperature adjusts the balance between predictability and variety, not the model's capabilities. Building on the idea of temperature, which adjusts how random or focused the model's choices are, there are two more ways to control how an LLM selects its next token: top K and top P sampling. Temperature reshapes the probabilities, but it doesn't change which tokens are considered. Top K and top P do. Top K creates a shortlist by keeping only the K most likely next tokens. For example, if K is set to 3, the model only chooses from the top 3 candidates, ignoring everything else. This keeps responses focused while still allowing some variation. Top P sampling takes a different approach. Instead of picking a fixed number of tokens, it forms a dynamic set whose combined probabilities add up to a target percentage. With P set to 0.68, the model keeps adding the most likely tokens until their total is greater than or equal to 0.68 or 68%. Sometimes that includes only 2 tokens, sometimes several. Once this group is formed, the probabilities are renormalized and the model randomly picks from that smaller, meaningful pool. Together, temperature, top K, and top P let us tune how predictable or creative the model's responses feel by shaping both the spread of the probabilities and the pool of tokens the model is allowed to choose from. Besides selecting the next token, language models use another important idea called embeddings. LLMs don't work with words like humans do, and instead they use embeddings. An embedding transforms a piece of text, like a word, a sentence, or even an entire document, into a list of numbers that captures its meaning. These lists, or vectors, might look abstract, but they make relationships between concepts easier for the model to work with. Words that are related, like Friday and week, produce vectors that have similar patterns, while unrelated words, like chair, end up with very different ones. Even though these vectors can have hundreds or thousands of dimensions, we can think of them as points in a space where distance reflects meaning. Closer points represent similar ideas, and farther ones represent concepts that don't relate. This gives the model a powerful internal map of language. Embeddings aren't directly used to generate text, but they help with everything surrounding understanding, from finding relevant information and grouping similar ideas to comparing meanings across documents. They allow the model to work with text in a way that's organized, searchable, and grounded in the relationships between ideas, rather than just matching words on the surface. Now that we've explored the core building blocks of LLMs, let's put everything together and look at what actually happens when you type a request. First, your text enters the system as a user prompt, which is immediately broken down into tokens, the small puzzle piece chunks of text we discussed earlier. These tokens are then transformed into embeddings, the numerical vectors that give the model a sense of meaning and relationships between words. Next, the model begins processing these embeddings through the layers of its neural network, using the patterns it learned during training to understand your intent and predict what should come next. This leads to a probability distribution, a ranked list of possible next tokens, each with a likelihood attached, just like we saw in the chapter on sampling methods. From this distribution, the model generates the output one token at a time, applying settings like temperature, top K, or top P to guide how predictable or creative the response should be. Finally, these tokens are assembled back into plain text, producing the response you see on your screen. All of these steps happen in milliseconds, turning your prompt into a coherent answer. Even though LLMs can feel remarkably smart, they still face significant limitations. They can only handle a fixed amount of information at once, so longer conversations may push earlier details out of memory. Because the model predicts words rather than checks facts, it can sometimes produce confident but incorrect answers, a phenomenon known as hallucination. And while its internal network captures patterns between ideas, it doesn't truly understand meaning or intent the way a human would, which can lead to inconsistent reasoning or flawed logic. LLMs also rely entirely on the data they were trained on, inheriting its gaps, biases, and outdated information. Some questions simply fall outside what the model has ever seen. Finally, running these systems requires massive computation, which introduces delays, costs, and performance trade-offs. These challenges don't diminish what LLMs can do, but they help set realistic expectations about where they shine and where they still struggle. To understand how well an LLM performs, researchers evaluate it across several dimensions. First comes accuracy, how often the model produces the correct or expected answer, and this is tested through standardized tasks and benchmarks. But performance isn't only about hitting the right target. It's also about reliability, speed, and efficiency. A good model responds quickly, uses computational resources wisely, and maintains stable behavior across many different prompts. Safety plays a large role too. An effective LLM needs to avoid harmful, biased, or insecure outputs, especially when used in real-world applications like chatbots, search tools, or mobile apps. Cost and scalability also matter, since running these systems at large scale requires significant computing power. And because every user's needs are different, choosing the best model depends on the context. Some prioritize accuracy, others speed, privacy, or cost. Knowing these evaluation factors helps you understand not only how LLMs are compared, but also how to pick one that fits your specific goals. Security is a major part of working with large language models, because these systems often interact with sensitive user information. A secure LLM must protect private data and avoid leaking anything from earlier conversations or training. But safety goes beyond privacy. Models can be manipulated, a technique called prompt injection, where attackers craft clever prompts to bypass a system's rules or extract information it shouldn't reveal. LLMs can also be misused to generate phishing emails or harmful content, and even well-designed models can inherit biases or vulnerabilities from the data they were trained on. API integrations introduce additional risks, since a model connected to external tools can unintentionally perform actions it wasn't meant to. And alongside technical safeguards, user awareness matters too. Knowing what not to share, recognizing suspicious behavior, and using reputable systems all strengthen overall security. In short, keeping LLMs safe is a shared effort, combining resilient models, secure integrations, and informed users. In conclusion, large language models have quickly become one of the most influential technologies of our time, transforming how we search, create, learn, and communicate. By exploring prompts, tokens, context, embeddings, sampling methods, strengths, limitations, and security, we've built a clearer picture of what's happening behind the scenes each time you interact with an AI system. And while LLMs are still evolving, becoming more capable, safer, and more efficient, understanding their foundations helps us use them wisely and creatively. Whether you're building tools, exploring new ideas, or simply curious about how this technology works, the future of LLMs is full of possibilities, and we're only at the beginning. That brings us to the end of our overview of large language models and their core concepts. If you found this video helpful and want to keep learning, be sure to explore the other topics on the channel. You can also follow us on social media for updates and new content. Thank you for watching.